folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Legends. We had just completed the introductory dungeon of the game, the Ocean Palace. Then we came and crash-landed onto this place, Catalox Island, and now we need to go and find a city or a town to help us get our broken-down ship fixed up. But before we go ahead and do that, I thought I'd explain a little bit of this game's backstory, since the game itself doesn't really do much to do that. As we saw from the introductory cutscene, the world have these people called diggers, and that's actually what Mega Man is. He's a digger. He goes looking for refractor shards to help power the cities of the world, and he does this with the help of the Casket family. This is Roll Casket, Mega Man's best friend. And she serves usually as Mega Man's spotter. She's up here in the ship while Mega Man goes digging and guides him around, helps him find what he needs to find. And this is her grandfather, Barrel Casket. He discovered Mega Man in a ruin about 14 years ago, and used to be a great digger himself. Now he just sort of helps out with Roll and whatnot. And so the story is centered around the group's search for the Mother Lode and Roll's lost parents. It's also worth noting that this game series takes place many, many years after any of the other Mega Man games like Classic or X or any of that. So, yeah. Oh, well, finding the town was pretty easy, so we'll just head on over here. And then, cutscene happens. Jesus, the cops! What's going on? Well, let's go see what's going on. I'm glad to see you're all right after the crash. Yeah, controls can be a little tricky. The police are here. They came to see if we're okay. Well, you certainly put on quite a show. But it looks like everyone's all right. Oh, well, don't sound so disappointed.
Ah, Mega Man! The police saw us crash land and came to check up on us.
Well, you certainly put on quite a show. But it looks like everyone's all right. Let me welcome you to Catalox Island. Now, I'd like to ask one of you to come with me to the station.
We need you to fill out some immigration forms so you can get your registration and ID card. You can't enter the city without one.
Don't worry. It won't take very long. While you're waiting, you can spend your time in the shopping arcade next to the city. You don't need an ID card to get in there.
Are you ready to go, Professor?
Well, there they go. But we still have a job to do. We need to find some parts to help fix the flutter. So, we need to head on over to the town in order to sort that out. And there's actually quite a bit to look at in this town, as you will soon see. The island isn't terribly big, so you're going to have plenty of opportunities to get to know all of the local residents and all of the local areas. And it's quite a nice place, I gotta say. But first we got a little thing to look at over here. Is this your ship? It shouldn't be here. This is a no parking zone. Well, it's not my ship, but do remember that logo up there, because we're going to be seeing it a few times throughout the game. And if we look over here, looks like we got a couple of Lego men hiding off to the side here, which we're also going to be seeing a lot of.
We're waiting for Miss Tron. She told us to wait for her, and that's what we're gonna do. If we don't leave soon, we're gonna get a parking ticket.
And if you don't like the way I voice those characters, well, too bad. That's how they sound in the game. I am not even kidding. Anyway, these are Servbots. You may have seen them a few times in various Capcom games, and this is actually the game that they come from, so we'll be seeing more of them as the game goes on. Anyway, heading on in here. We find ourselves in the Apple Market. This is Apple Market, the biggest shopping center on Cadillacs Island. Why is it called Apple Market? See those banners up there? And then it tells us how to look around with the R2 button. So yeah, you can see there's a bunch of banners that say Apple on them. Is that literally why it's called Apple Market? Well, that certainly is something. Anyway, there's a large number of shops around here that really gives this place a lot of flavor. One of my favorite places is right here, the CD shop. You can actually go on into the shop and go into one of these shelves here and listen to some CD music. And each shelf has a different type of tune. Like this one has heavy metal. And then when we look at this shelf, it's jazz. I'm not going to be listening to all the CDs in this playthrough, I just wanted to show this place off, but I thought that was kind of cool how you can, like, interact with your environment in many different ways like that. And they've got, like, fruit and vegetable shops, and here's an electronics goods store, where they sell these big TVs and VCRs and refrigerators. Are all these things still being used in the future? Yeah, that's definitely a VCR. I guess DVDs and Blu-rays never really caught on. We've regressed a little bit. And here's a toy store, which, if we look at this thing... So this is that new game called Mega Man Legends? It looks pretty interesting. We found a game of the game we're playing right now. Wrap your head around that one. Also, interesting thing about this area is that we have these little cans sitting around in the city, and you can kick them around. You'd think you were supposed to kick those into the trash can, but no, you can actually kick them in this direction. Once again, lining up. Oops, I accidentally kicked it into the toy store. But anyway, if you take the can and kind of kick it in this direction, doing a little jig there. Nice shot! Bonus 1,000 zenny. Keep our streets clean by putting the trash in its proper place. Yes, its proper place is apparently in the bakery, behind the counter. Wrap your head around that one. We've also got a number of boxes around here that contain various goodies. Is there anything in here? Yes, somebody put some money in here. 100 zenny. Got another box over here, actually. And we find ourselves a broken cleaner. Maybe we can do something with that later. Of course, not every box has something in it. Yeah, this one was empty. And heck, you can even check the trash pails. They don't usually have too much good stuff in there, but yeah, those are there. But yeah, I really like how you can interact with all the different areas around here. It really gives this place a really homey feel, I find. And then we have things like, there's some dirty magazines on the rack. It might be fun to look at them? What? But there's so many people around. You'd get in trouble if someone saw you. That's literally the only reason he's not looking at them. Wow. I can't believe they got that in there. Anyway, here's a parts store. This might have something that we're looking for the Flutter. Parts for your ship? I'm sorry, but my husband's out on a dig right now. You know what a dig is, right? It's where you go underground, looking for old machine parts. I wonder what's taking him so long. Hey, little blue boy. Would you be willing to go find him for me? Why not? Don't have anything else planned. You will? Oh, thank you so much. You'll probably find him somewhere near the entrance. He's really just a big coward, you see, so I don't think he's gone too far in. Okay, well that shouldn't be too terribly far. I didn't actually look at it on the way in, but yeah, we passed up a cave entrance on our way in here. Oh look, the can is back. May as well kick it back in. Oh yeah, you can also kick with either, when you're in town, you can kick with the square button or the triangle button, and it will kick with each leg. So you can do them alternately and do like some sort of Russian dance almost. This is amusing. Whoops. Sometimes this could take a few tries. Got it! I gave you more trash, give me my 1,000 zenny. So, off we go to the ruins now. Oh, hey, Data. Anyway, here's where he went in. Alright, so here we are in another dungeon. And what you're actually going to find about this dungeon as we go through this course of the game is that this whole thing is networked. All of the dungeons that we go into in this game are all going to be interconnected with each other, so you'll find that the entire underground area will link up with each other at some point. Anyway, just a bunch of Reaver bots. The smaller Reaver bots that we need to deal with here. That little red eye under my health there indicates that there is one nearby, so that's a good thing to use to help indicate when you've got one in your, when one has you in their sights. Also keep an eye out for holes in the wall like these. They tend to have goodies inside of them. Oh my! Hush! I'm in the middle of getting money here. 2,600 monies. Alright, now let's head over in this direction. More Reaver bots. Yeah, even with our low Mega Buster upgrades right now, nothing here should be terribly difficult. We got a bunch of worms here, and I actually forgot to mention one thing, is that the triangle button is basically used as a secondary attack. It will be used for special weapons once we have use of them, but for now, all we can do is kick. Ow. And, yeah, you can actually see that my health turned red for a moment. That's because my shield blocked the attack, and the shield took the damage for me, so I didn't take any myself. The shield will repair itself over time, but as long as your health bar is red, you are at risk of taking damage yourself, so watch out. Anyway, as we head on up here, we finally find the shop owner and doing a very dignified dance. That's funny. Thanks, you saved my life. Woo! Thank you, Mr. Blue Boy. Come by my junk shop. I'll give you something as a token of my appreciation. Well, I've had enough of this place. I'm going home. Don't worry about me. If nothing else, I'm a fast runner. I'll make it out okay. See you later. And his running is no better than his dancing. But now we could just leave this dungeon and head on back to the junk shop if we wanted to, but we're actually going to continue forward into this doorway here. Because if we continue on, we'll find another treasure. We got some new types of Reaver bots here. Don't let them get too close to you, otherwise they will explode in your face. And that's not going to do you any favors. You can't lock onto them until they have already got their sights on you, so don't bother hitting R2 until they start coming towards you. Oh boy. Well, that was a quick strafe there. Anyway, narrow hallway coming up. We've got more of these little guys here. Ow, wow, that guy hit hard. Generally not a good idea to try and fight more than one of them at once. And now we got a bigger guy right here. Ah! Oh, you jerk. Get down. I might kick this thing to death. Get up! I'm gonna... Get back here! You can't run away. Yeah, I find it amusing that you can actually use the triangle button to attack these things. Even though it's probably faster to use the Mega Buster. Please focus on this guy. Please focus on the one shooting at me. There we go. These guys drop a lot of money as well. And then we just got one of these turrets here. Next room. Where do you think you're going? Get down. On your feet. I am literally going to kick your butt. Or I'm going to kick something. Where's he going? Of course, if I kicked him all the way through, it would take, like, forever to bring him down. So, where'd he go? Oh. If nothing else, it's a good way to stun him. However, I am going to kick this thing to death. I just like kicking, it's funny. This might take a while, though. Ow, worth it. That's me, just making things unnecessarily dangerous. Anyway, for making it all the way down here, we get to use this treasure chest. What do we got? It's rapid fire. So yeah, here's the Mega Buster explanation again. Basically, what rapid fire will do is let me shoot Buster pellets a little faster. Of course, we already know how to equip stuff, so we don't need that explanation again. Anyway, Buster parts. We'll go ahead and stick the rapid fire onto the other one, since we don't really have anything else to put on there. And we're pretty much done here. We've done about as much as we can in these ruins for now, so back to the surface we go. And we've made it back to the top, and it looks like Roll is having a look at a car over here. I guess someone's parking job is a little rusty. But that's just like her to look at something like that. Roll is something of a tech wizard in this game. She loves working on machines. Looks like the kids are having a good time around here. And here's the junk shop owner back at his store. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't gone looking for him. Ha 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 ha! Thanks for helping me out back there. Here, take this as a reward. And he gives us the Mind Parts Kit. This will lead the way to our first special weapon of the game. Did you see that old beat-up car? Outside the city walls? Yeah, Roll was eyeing it. That's the car we used as our support car. When we were younger. Anyway, you can have it if you want. Well, isn't that convenient? It doesn't run anymore, but you should be able to use it to exchange buster parts and stuff. You're looking for parts for your ship, right? Sorry, but I don't have anything like that here. But I've got a weapons and upgrades and other stuff I can sell you. Come back again sometime and take a look. What did you say your name was? And here's something that can be pretty funny. You can call yourself Mega Man if you want to. Or you could call yourself Hippopotamus for whatever reason. And if you actually select Hippopotamus, they will call you Hippopotamus throughout the game. That's kind of funny. Not that Mega Man is a name that makes much more sense. I mean, how many people do you know named Mega Man? Oh well, that's who we are, so that's who I'm picking. Okay, Mega Man, see you later. Alright, so now that's sorted out. Let's go talk to Roll and tell her that she can go have the car. But first, I'm gonna play a little bit of Kick the Can. Wow, got that in pretty quick. I always think it's worth it early on to get as many cans in there as possible, because hey, 1,000 zenny every time you do so. That's nothing to sneeze at. Time to go check out my new beat-up car. Yeah!
Mega Man, were you able to find anything? Oh. If you can't find any parts in town, I guess we'll have to try digging for them ourselves.
That's what the man at the junk store said.
That might take a while. Which means... Huh? Mega Man, what's that? It looks like a weapons upgrade module.
Oh, this? Yeah, the junk store man gave it to me. He said we could use this car to hook it up.
You mean we can use this car? Well, come on then. Let's get it attached right away. There, it's ready. This weapon lets you use landmines. Just drop them in front of an oncoming enemy and boom! Just remember, there's a limited number of mines, so make sure you use them sparingly. Do you want me to explain what this weapon does again? I'll get to work on fixing this car up. I'll be able to help you out and maybe spot for you if I can get it running again.
Alright, so now we have access to the support car, and we'll actually be able to have more regular support with this thing later on, once Roll actually fixes it up so that they can travel around.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you so I could give you this. Your citizen's card. Now you'll be able to use the city gates. Of course, there are some gates that can't be opened, but...
Why's that?
Pirates. We've received information that indicates there are some headed this way. So as a precaution, we're evacuating the civilians and locking the gates.
Pirates? Our grandfather is still inside the city. Will he be all right?
Well, I'm sure he's heard the announcements about the pirates. If I see him, I'll make sure he gets to a safe place. If you'll excuse me.
I'm worried about Gramps. I hope he'll be okay.
I'll go look for him. You wait here.
Okay, Mega Man. Be careful.
So now that you can enter the city, don't enter the city. I love that officer's logic there. Anyway, this video's starting to run kind of long, so we're going to go ahead and call it here, and next time we're going to go into the city and look for Gramps. Hopefully we can get that sorted out before those pirates show up, huh? Well, see you then.